What's up? The funk is back. What's up, folks? Happy Friday. It is Friday, September 14th. I'm gonna talk real quick about sports wrestling real quick. I got some emails I'm gonna answer today, so I'll take care of those in a minute. Yankees haven't been doing too well. Aaron Judge supposedly coming back for the year's end. Hopefully that'll re-energize this lineup because no one's hitting. Like the pitching's been up and down. The A's are catching up. Like I said, if they don't start doing something the next couple weeks, their chances of making the playoffs are dwindling fast. So something's got to re-energize this team. If it's Judge coming back, I hope it is, because otherwise I don't see the Yankees going far in the playoffs. If they even make it. The Giants. Tough loss last week to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a good defense. Couple of plays I didn't agree with. Couple of coaching calls I didn't agree with. But Pat Shermer's first game. Giant head coach. They have Cowboys this week. Both teams are both 0-1. So we'll see what happens. Eli always plays good in Dallas. So we'll see. I'm hoping the Giants come out with a victory. Wrestling. Hell in the Cells this weekend. I didn't do my predictions because I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to be in and out just because of the Giant Cowboy games not at the same time. So I'm kind of been watching back and forth with that. So I thought I'd do predictions because wrestling to me has been really kind of up and down lately. So I've either been watching a little bit of it, some of it. I really haven't watched. I've been watching bits and pieces now of both Raw and SmackDown. I'm watching a little more NXT, which I think NXT is really good. There's a lot of guys that I think would be awesome on the main roster right now. They'd be able to have some great feuds with some other guys, but like I said, that's what Vince wants to do. I'm going to do the emails right now. I'm going to do John first. He sent me one. Hold on. John sent an email. Shoot. I actually sent a message. Here it is. Who is your favorite rapper? From John Wynn. I have several. Growing up, it was the Beastie Boys, House of Pain, Run DMC. I liked LL Cool J. A few others, but mostly those. Right now, my favorite rapper is probably Eminem. And so they asked, "What's going on with your job? Did you lose it? Why did you take an interview a few weeks back?" I'm looking for another job. I didn't lose it. I'm just looking for something else because this one's not really meeting my standards, and it's not the pay is not that good. I wish I was getting paid more, and I wouldn't mind it, but the pay is something good about the job is it's close to home, but the benefits are okay, but the pay isn't great. And there's been overtime's been back and forth with that. So thanks for those questions, John. Let's go to emails. I got a few emails here. Here we go. First email from Ian, which I missed it. Below is the email I sent you. You didn't address. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I must have got it after the fact, man. So I apologize in advance for that. But since then, I have more commentary and questions for you. With the passing of 9/11 this week, I think we're all reminded of how this country was once so united. It seems to have lost its way a bit. I saw this at work the other day when an argument broke out on the buffet line that was politically charged. I literally had to cordon off the hot food section which created an issue since kids eat chicken nuggets and they weren't accessible. I mean, how does it come to this? My question to you are, how do you reflect on 9/11 this year? I just still can't believe it was like, to me it seems like yesterday. And granted, it was 17 years ago. I'll never forget where I was. I know a lot of people who went through that, survived it. My mother-in-law survived it. She was down there. She literally worked like 4 blocks away from the Twin Towers. So she actually saw the second plane. She was out having a cigarette, and she saw the second plane going to flying really low, and heard it go into the other tower. So she lived through it, and to this day, she doesn't like talking about it. It's one of those things that you don't forget, and if you've gone through it, you definitely don't forget. No matter if you were there and survived or lost a loved one or whatever, And my dad went down there, and he wasn't ever the same. It took him a while to get back to the way he was because he was really depressed. He knew so many guys and so many funerals. 9/11 to me is just how every day with the passing year that 9/11 happened. I'm thankful that that everyone in my family who near and dear to me is okay. Granted, my dad lost a lot of friends and fellow firefighters that he knew, and like I said, it was tough for him around that time when that happened. He went down and helped out with the recovery efforts, and he was there for a while helping. And he said it was tough. It wasn't easy. And like I said, I just thank God that my dad wasn't there the day of. He had just retired a little while before 9/11. So so I'm thankful for that, just because my dad's still around. A lot of guys he knew who were around his age were in that building and passed away, or one of the two buildings, and died. So, anyways, what changes did you make in your life post 9/11? That was years ago. I just freaking, once that happened, just enjoy every day you have with your family and your friends. Just don't dwell on the past. Look towards the future, and just take one day at a time. The sun will be brighter down the corner. That was just a very dark day in history. What are the most patriotic things you do? I stand up for my national anthem when it's sung. I put out my flag for the 4th of July, Memorial Day. I do all that stuff. That's it. I love my country. These 2 questions from Camp Lejeune. If you can do it all over, would you have served your country? Maybe. Yeah, I think I might have. If I look back and a couple of things I could have done, I might have maybe enrolled in the Army or Marines or something. I don't know. I know a couple of friends did. I wasn't really, I don't know. I wanted to, but I didn't want to. It was a lot of up and down stuff with me to decide if I wanted to serve or not in the military. In the post 9/11 world, what is your overall feeling on how we as a nation should approach other hostile nations? With caution, because nobody likes us. I don't care what anyone says, how many allies we have out there. Nobody likes the United States. Period. They don't. So we just gotta watch our backs and just don't be too trustworthy of certain people, certain allies and enemies, of course. Sorry for the for a very patriotic email this week. Really took its toll on me. As a nation, we're attacked. It changed us. Similar to when Matt McCuskey humiliated me in front of Mr. Simonson's gym class. Well, look at me now. I'm having the best career financially. I have a woman that loves me, and I have my own house. Life is good, Jerry. Hope to see you soon. I hope you're having a good time, too. Ian. Thanks, Ian. Good to hear from you. Lynn Ann has a... okay, let's see. Question. Lynn Ann asks... Can you please talk about what true love is from a guy's perspective? Go into detail on how you know what true love is and how to make sure it's not really lust. Oof. To me, my wife, we just have, we just get each other. She just gets my sense of humor. I get her sense of humor. We're very, like I said, if you don't get my sense of humor and, and love me for that, oh, that was weird. Someone called and hung up, but it said no ID. Anyway, so yeah, I think true love is if you is like your best friend. They're not only they're your lover, your best friend, your confidant, your whatever. Male, female, gay, whatever, not gay, black, white. It doesn't matter. I think true love is just a matter of someone who you can see yourself getting old with, and who gets you and who understands where you're coming from and your beliefs, and you have the same beliefs as them. It's to me, it's it's you can look at it 2 different ways, but for my way, it's just that if my wife didn't, if she didn't like me, she probably would have dumped me years, before, and I never would have asked her to marry me. But we both have the same kind of sense of humor. We both know what we got to do, to get stuff done. But like I said, true love is just what you make of it. And what the person you think, you just gotta, from a guy's perspective, true love is, I think, as a man, from a man's perspective, I just think someone who gets you and will put up with your shit, pretty much, because guys are a pain in the ass sometimes, I know I am with my wife, but as much as, and that men, we can also tolerate women's crazy shit as well. Ward Brower. I sent you some questions. Here you go. What is the dirtiest thought you've ever had? There's been too many to list, my friend. Of the people at your job, who do you most want to punch in the face most, and why? A receptionist, I'm not going to say her name. She is a rat and a biatch. And she looks like, let's see. She looks like if Bigfoot screwed Daisy Duck, she would be their love child. I want to punch her in the face. She's just like, she's annoying, she's a rat. Like, I work in a warehouse, so like, people at the office, like, they annoy me because either they just have nothing to do besides look on their computer all day and then bust our balls about stupid shit while we're trying to work really hard, bust our asses in the warehouse while they should be on desks all day. That pisses me off. What's the first thing you'd do if you woke up one day and you were the opposite sex? Pinch myself and be like, what the hell's going on? Am I in a time warp? I'd probably think of a bunch of billion things, but first thing I would do, I would see how I'd look. I definitely stand up and look in the mirror right away. That's the first thing I'd probably do, and see if I'm hot or if I'm just an uglier version of male me. What sexual activity do you consider totally off limits? I don't know. When you get older and you're married, it's just basically sex. There's no really, there's foreplay, of course, but it depends. Everyone's different. Every couple's different. I'm not going to reveal mine, but everybody's different. I'll be closest friends. Who has the hottest wife? Me. What's the most embarrassing thing your parents have caught you doing? I don't know. I think one of my parents might have caught me smoking pot one time. I think my mom might have caught me and a couple of friends. What's the weirdest thing you've done when you were alone? I don't know. I always used to pretend when I was alone. Not so much now, but not really now. A while ago, a long time ago, I used to put on I would find really cool music and make it like my wrestling introduction. I'd be like, from Monroe, New York. I used to pretend I was a wrestler and give myself a cool nickname. Of your closest friends, who would you feel most comfortable with naked? I don't know. I would probably say a couple of friends in particular. I'm not going to say their names because then they'll be embarrassed, so I'm not going to say names. A couple of close friends I could see, maybe, but I'm not going to say their names, somebody might get pissed at me. What's the biggest cheat you've ever kept from your parents? I don't know. Something. Probably when I was younger. I can't remember now. What's the biggest lie you've ever told without getting caught? Something about being at a friend's house, and I was down at a party somewhere in Jersey. Told my parents, "Yeah, I went to so and so's house," and that was supposedly Monroe, and I went to a party down in Jersey. What's the biggest lie you've ever told? Oh, I said that one. Of all your friends, Facebook friends, who do you most want to switch lives with, and why? Anybody who's got a freaking pool, because I miss being in a pool in the summertime. Growing up, my parents we had a pool, so I still love going to the pool. After a while, as I got older, I didn't really do it as much because I was constantly going out and stuff. Like I had friends over once in a while in the pool, but once we took the pool down, I was pretty much into that. What do you like most and least about your own appearance? My weight and my hair, because I'm losing it. What do you like most and least about your personality? Most is that I'm quick and I have a good sense of humor. Least, I get easily frustrated and pissed off at minute stuff sometimes when I shouldn't. If you could erase one past experience, what would it be? College, and possibly going to a better college than I did. What's the craziest thing you've ever done to attract a crush? I don't remember. Probably street or did something stupid. When's the last time you were flat out rejected, and how did you handle it? years ago, before my wife, of course. Once you get married, rejections all the time. I'm just kidding. I'm like, what's your biggest sexual fear? No, I've had none yet. Thank God. Maybe a few more years when I start getting older, but right now I'm pretty good. Of the people in your life, who do you disagree with most frequently? My sister. What's your favorite go-to move for getting attention from the opposite sex? I used to just try to be like more funny than the next guy, or I always had this one thing with my eye. Not like I used to kind of do like the mini rock eyebrow. Like I couldn't get up as high, but I used to be like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, and that eye. I used to. I don't know. Sometimes that would work. I don't know. Hope you're doing good, Jerry. I also have one. See other fellow alumni reach out. It was funny to see Ian Jacobs is reaching out. He always was a nice guy and a good head on his shoulders. It's obviously what he's achieved, the level of success that he has. Speaking of alumni, he never really responded to my proposal of having how to do a live show from the reunion. Those I spoke to on the committee are on board depending on the cost. Like I said, we have a budget, but please tell us how much you require and also let us know what requirements you have. It seems like it would be a fun idea. Yeah, dude, like I said, send me an email of, money-wise. I don't know. I just need some stuff, just like just little minor equipment stuff. Otherwise, I really wouldn't need. I just bring most of my own stuff to set up. But like just like bigger screen maybe and some music related equipment. But otherwise, give me $1,000 for the night. That's it. I'll get myself there. I'll get myself home, no problem. Unless you want to pay for transportation, then I'm all for it. But if you want to chop it in half, give me $500. Get me transportation to the reunion and back, I'll be good. But if you can't, I'll drive. Just give me straight $1,000. I'll take it right then and there. As for me, I'm back to dating. All right, good for you, man. I tried Tinder thing and have had a little luck. Good. Other than paying for it, I don't see how I'm gonna get a woman to give me affections at this point. It is a depressing existence. So if you can offer any advice to a man like me, I would appreciate it. You've always done well with the ladies. It took me a while, man, but unfortunately, I was kind of like you in high school. I did have girlfriends once in a while, but I was very shy. Earlier, once I got into like probably sophomore, junior year, I was more not afraid to talk to girls, but to approach them more. You've always and we're having better luck with Bunsen burners and lab coats. Have a good weekend, Jerry. Bought some fruity drinks, and we'll try to get drunk tomorrow alone. Ward. Hey, man, go to happy hour. You can meet some chicks, get them drunk, take them home. Ward, I don't know. I know if you're looking for a relationship right away, man, but hey, man, if you can get some in the process while having a few drinks at the bar with some ladies, buy them a couple drinks, maybe take a couple home. That's it, folks. That's all my emails. Keep on coming. Questions, comments, emails, topics, whatever you want to talk about the show. Send them jerrygman2376@yahoo.com. Mr. X. I thought he was going to call in, but oh well. Otherwise, I'll be on next week, same time. And let's go Yankees, let's go Giants. And folks, enjoy your weekend. It's supposed to be nice. I know today Friday's kind of crappy. Yeah, it's still overcast and a little rain in the air. But this weekend I heard in the Orange County area, sunny. High of 80, so it's still a little left of summer left, but I'm pretty sure it'll be diminished next week. I heard it's going to get more fall-like, supposedly. Folks, have a good weekend. Enjoy everything, sports, wrestling, whatever you're watching, Hell in a Cell. If you're going out, enjoy it. Folks, I got to go. I'll see you when I see you.
We some Southern boys with the farmer strength. Ain't nobody man enough.